welcome to CFL Week 8. Anthony Richardson had a nice game against the Chiefs and actually has a breakout today, but he needs quite a bit in order to get it. So I'm not holding out super high hopes. We play the Texans, who have always seemed to kind of be our kryptonite, but looking back, we've actually split with them 4 consecutive seasons now. So we're 4-6 against Houston overall in CFL. And it generally seems like our rematch, the second game of the year that we play against them, is always the one that goes better. And this is the second game. They beat us 30-3 last. Oh my! Antoine Williams nearly with the pick. He had a great game last week. Pick six, like 98-yard pick six against Pat Mahomes. He had a half a sack and I think a couple TFLs. He's our leader in sacks and TFLs. Hopefully Jack Sawyer is going to start getting on that leaderboard at some point. Sawyer just got a superstar. We traded, I think, a third-round pick, maybe a second-rounder to Washington for him. And he's produced 1 sack, but he is really good against the runs, so I don't know, make what you will of it. Actually, I'm going to put Williams back over here. There's pressure. Crutchfield with the hit, and he'll throw it away. 3 and out for the Texans to start, and that is huge. Going back, the first drive against the Chiefs, they had 3 plays over 20 yards and quickly. Oh no, they did settle for a field goal, but they did march down the field at will. The game before that, Cowboys, first play went for 36, and then the second play went for 24. And then the game before that was the first game against the Texans. And I don't think they did much on the first play. But then, like, 2nd and 10, they came out through, like, a 75-yard touchdown. So, opening drive is a problem for this defense. And we're going to try to work on that. They've also got this weird, like, number 0, which I don't know what happens if I select to play with that. I think it'll put, like, a linebacker in at running back. So Will Boatwright's going to be the guy in those formations, even though he kind of sucks. Marquise Garrison is hurt, which is tragic. Should probably turn. Well, that's actually pretty good blocking and a pretty good run and a nice juke move by Will Boatwright. 15 yards for Will Boatwright. And we should have the whole kind of division cheering for us here because the Texans, Jaguars, and Titans are all in the mix for the division title, and we're 0-7. Okay. This is a good Hunter one, maybe. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Colts. It's the best start to a game in a while, I think. Maybe could have thrown that one to Travis Barker, but we'll let Hunter get another productive run. And we're kind of suddenly figuring out the run game. We had so many games where he averaged like 3 a carry, and I had no idea what was going on with that. I mean, it was awful. Chiefs game was kind of when we finally figured out how to run, and that let us score a season-high 38 points. Still losing overtime because the Chiefs' offense is the greatest show on turf, basically. They're 89 overall. It's not completely unrealistic for the way they score. The manner in which they score is a little bit unrealistic because, like, my defenders just do some of the dumbest things in coverage, like just actively running away from their zones to leave guys open and stuff, was a big problem. And Richardson's first pass attempt of the day is incomplete. Probably for the best that he was hit. Was tight coverage there, trying to get it to Barker. They say that's not a fumble, say the arm's moving forward, so we're able to put up 3. And once again, second game against the Texans seems to be going a little better. Texans are actually the reigning division champions. Or no, that was the year before that. Never mind. It's so weird to think we were 3-5 last year at one point and traded away everybody at the bye, and then we suddenly started winning. And then 11-6 finished division champions. The year before that was the Texans, which I believe they won at 8-9. And then I put together a pretty nice season before that. Oh, that's a good route. I got fooled. First down, well earned. Judy, he's money. So yeah, Texans and I are the 2 teams with division titles from 2023 onwards. Jags won it in 2020, yeah, or in 2022. Yeah, I think so. That was the year they beat the Chargers in the wild card. Oh, Tyler Reese, big TFL. Let's go. Really, Tyler Reese's. Should we do the no? 3rd and 9. I'm gonna actually do a. Almost had Felton accidentally end up in perfect position, but Terrence Gray able to hang on. You can see that was not really Felton's guy he threw to. He was chasing the drag route or the slant cross or whatever that was. Now Dorian Fox goes down, so we'll see a lot of Greg Malone. And yeah, they don't have Carson Steele anymore. Damian Pierce and Devin Singletary are long gone. So 2nd and 6 for Stroud, and back to pass, and it's a check down, and it's somehow going to go for 3 yards. A ton of spin moves there. I think that is the backup halfback, Greg Malone. Indeed it is. The Texans at the edge of field goal range. It's 3rd and 3. Felton on Judy is kind of a mismatch. I'm going to probably give him help there. Which means 1-on-1. Great throw, great catch to Shamblin against Crutchfield. Both of those guys are like 65 overall, 66. So not a mismatch, just a good play. Stroud really gave him the ball that he needed, but can't fault Crutchfield too much. He made a nice dive at the end there, just not quite able to close the distance. And there's Nathan Lucas. He had 2 catches for like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter against us. And now his first catch, this one goes for a touchdown. So he's got 3 touchdowns against us this year on, I think, 4 catches. Whitfield back to return the kick. He fumbled one against the Chiefs, and I'm not really letting him take any out since. And given that, I mean, they scored a touchdown immediately after, and the game went to overtime, so it's logical to suggest, I think, that we win that game if not for the fumbled kickoff. Oh, Richardson's got a wide open Jaleel Valentine. Nobody expects the big man to run deep, and he's got a huge gain. Richardson's first completion of the day is a good one. I feel like this looks like a good. They got everybody on the right side. Like, I feel like this should work, but I also feel like it's not going to because EA. Okay, that's fine. Good play by Brian Asamoah, the linebacker back from injury. They got kind of a platoon there. I think he's mostly in on passing downs. Yeah, that was Cooper Bird. Good morning. What's this play? Let's actually try that. I don't know if I've ever ran this before, so I'm not really sure what. Ugh. That was actually nice. Worthy was open. Just took a little bit too long. And they only had a 4-man pass rush, so I mean that's absolutely. We got pass protection problems. I don't know why. Like, you look at the roster, and it's like who's the weakness on that offensive line? It's like 77 overall. Raymond, I think Bowens is 77, and those are the worst guys. Everybody else is like 80-ish better. So just not quite on the same page with Griffin. You could see there was the cornerback kind of lurking underneath that I was worried about. I mean, I think this is a fine football. Like, I did pass lead behind him. I was worried this guy was going to come in and make a play if I didn't pass lead. Maybe it was an unfounded fear. But, I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty realistic that, this guy is like a street free agent we signed a couple weeks ago. He's like 65 overall. Backup for, even after we signed him, he was like a 5th string depth signing. Maybe he's on the practice squad, actually. Good punt coverage by Chapman. And anyway, he's not on the same page with the starting quarterback. Makes sense. And you see the results there. Trying to find the hole in the zone. Richardson finds a hole, but it's not where. Nice breakup by Holmes. Those are scary. Especially because sometimes when you press X, it'll cause him to just dive on the ground. Found a few of those. 2nd and 10. Another pass for Stroud, and this one's open. It's Nathan Lucas again. Or no, that's Bray. I keep confusing the two. 89 versus 80. Okay. So that stuff will happen. So 7-3 first quarter. Not bad. Do get the ball at half is nice. Actually kind of thinking I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna blitz him. Oh, Jack Sawyer. Great play against the run. New superstar. I was stunned. I saw there was a yardage goal involved with the breakout for Jack Sawyer. And I was like, there's no way. Maybe he gets, I saw it was 2 sacks or tackles for loss or interceptions or breakups or whatever forced fumbles, all the defensive stats. Get 2 of those. And anyway, his only like significant stat was he had 1 tackle for loss. I'm like, okay, he didn't get it. And I pulled up the thing, and he's like, oh, he's better than we thought. He's a superstar now. I'm like, what? And apparently I went back. I took a picture of the goal, because I always forget what the goal is. Took a picture of the goal, and it said hold the Chiefs under 75 rushing yards was one of the options. The Chiefs ran it 10 times for 67 yards. So we were pretty awful against the run, but it didn't really matter because they didn't try to run the ball, and there's a sack by Antoine Williams. It kind of reminds me of the Georgia defense, where like they've got all these good defensive linemen with like Trayvon Walker. They had, Jordan Davis, stuff like that. Guys who are getting like first round picks. But they weren't getting sacks because they just like occupy the linemen, and then they'd send the linebackers. And like Nakobe Dean, I think, like 3rd round linebacker, led the team in sacks as kind of the like cleanup late pressure guy. Anyway, that's kind of where we are, I feel like. Tyler Reese, sack, forced fumble, and the Texans fall on it. Reese is chasing Williams for the lead in sacks on this team. That'll be his 3rd on the year, and I think his 2nd with a forced fumble. Really huge play to get us off the field. We had the blitz on, and now Whitfield's got room. Whitfield, who fumbled the kickoff against the Chiefs, is going to avoid any contact. And now BJ Ojulari, who's like their starting edge rusher, goes down. I'm not sure about putting him out there on punt returns. So we should have good protection then. No Ojulari. And you got extra... Nope. Richardson 1 completion today. He's almost certainly not getting the X factor. It's fine. I've got enough dev ups and breakups and stuff. No right to complain about those. Holy cow. Well, Boatwright's like not awful today. I'm not sure what to make of it. Let's give Hunter a... It's a big play. Want the best running back out there. Oh, I should have put Valentine into block. Oh well. Threaten the pass with Cam Hamilton. Worthy, grinding. He's short. I threw it a little late. I didn't quite see it. Let's just see. Yeah. It's probably a first down, but I just didn't feel like taking the risk. I was hoping I could get him to jump. I actually did one time this year. I forced the defense to jump off sides, and I was so excited. And then I didn't like realize it in time, and then he like jumped back on sides. And so it didn't end up being a penalty. But if I snapped it, it would have been the free 5 yards. Oh, great punt. If we could have punted like that against the Titans, we'd have a win this year. We had a punt go out at the 1 against the Titans, and that was beautiful. But then we had one that should have gone out. Or like almost went out, could have gone out. And nice tackle. Was just fielded right at the sideline and then returned 80 yards for their only touchdown of the game. Still upset about it. 2nd and 1. Stroud in the shotgun. They get 3 receivers to the boundary side, and Dominique Gray is going to stuff the run but then get plowed backwards by the backup running back, Greg Malone. I mean, I guess both those guys are pretty low overall, so I guess whatever. That happens. 1st and 10 for Stroud, and he's going to throw low there, but hauled in by their 4th receiver, Chamblin, who had the big third down conversion on the touchdown drive. Keep an eye on Chamblin here with Crutchfield. They throw it straight to Crutchfield, trying to get it to Judy. Crutchfield returns it inside the 20, inside the 10, and knocked out by Stroud at the 9. The user. Give me that. What a turn of events. That wasn't my guy. I was focused on Chamblin, but Stroud, I mean, look at when he throws this ball. Like, what are you looking at, my man? What are you seeing here? I don't know about that one, CJ. I know you're like a 92 overall, but can't do that. I think the Texans also have a breakout today, but I can't remember who it was. Cam Hamilton nearly to the end zone, but a nice tackle made by J.D. James, I think. That was Hamilton's first catch of the day. I can just do a fade to Barker here. Trying to take the lead. Throws it over Barker's head. That's one of those, either my guy gets it or nobody gets it. And that was a nobody. Is Will Boatwright hurt or something? Why are all the zeros in? This might be a Jaleel Valentine touchdown. If we hold up in protection. Good coverage, actually. Usually with those goal line plays, it's somebody wide open. And there's instant pressure. And it's just a question of, can you get the throw off? That play, it was neither. It was actually pretty solid coverage. I think maybe if I was more determined to run it, I could have had the score. The other one, I don't know if it will show the replay because I did the PAT. The other one I saw was, I think, Barker coming across the field. You look at it like right here. So Barker is probably gonna be open, but then he steps out of the back of the end zone. And then he's actually smart about it. He knows he's stepped out, so he's not gonna try to get open, I guess. Oh no, then he does. So if I throw it to him, it would have been a penalty. I didn't realize that. But anyway, he did that little stop where if he just kept running and if he stayed in bounds, I think he was about to break open. Bills suck. They're losing to, I mean, the Bengals are reigning Super Bowl champions, but, you know, 34-14. I think I've only lost by 20 once this year. Dominique Gray with the sack. Dialing up the blitz. And defensively, we are kind of heating up. 3rd and 18 for CJ Stroud. They're going to run it, and I do an awful job of reading that. That's kind of my bad. But still 3rd and 7. Definitely a shot for this D to get off the field. This time we're going to drop out of the blitz. 3rd and 7. Oh, great. Oh, what a drop. Great read, great throw by Stroud. And Champlin. Texans wide receiver room, it's a little top heavy. I mean, Judy's good. They let Nico Collins go in free agency, and they also let Cortland Sutton go in free agency. Trying to give John Mechie a chance, but I think he's hurt. see. So good defense. Well, I mean, good defense to get the sack, I guess. Let's have Valentine help if they do some kind of funky blitz. Oh boy. Good play by Asamoah. I was hoping Cam Hamilton could kind of box him out. There we go. This should be money. Solid work by Barker. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and I could have had the huge gain, but safety comes over, makes a tackle, or at least slows Worthy down enough for the reinforcements. Still 1st and 10. I think we got to run the ball more today. The Texans really don't want us to. We have yet to score a TD against the Texans this year. That's not good. How's Cooper Bird? Good scritches. Try this. Probably going to check it down. I want to keep this clock moving and not give them the ball back. I don't feel like we're going to convert this. It's not ideal. If we get it, we should have time to get into field goal range. We got the timeouts. If we don't get it, they'll at least don't be limited in terms of the clock. We should get it with like under 30 seconds after the punt. Oh! If you hit Hunter, he's one broken tackle away from that 1st down. Just a bad miss there. And then, yeah, I mean, you could force the Texans to use the timeout. You could run around for, a couple more seconds. You could have better field position to punt from. Oh, it looks like they're going to give up anyway, so it's fine. I'd think with CJ Stroud with that nice return. Oh my god, those guys. Tampa 2, vulnerable against the run. 1st and 10 now. 15 seconds left. Stroud gets them into field goal range. What a drive. And 100% that drive does not happen without, I mean, if Richardson hits Hunter, they're out of timeouts right now because they got to use one after the pass. They lose, 10 seconds. They lose like a couple more seconds as Hunter runs around. And then the punt, from closer to the end zone is going to go out of bounds. And they're at, rather than starting at the 27, they're starting at the 10. And then they're out of field goal range at this point. That miss is the reason that the Texans have points right on this drive. Wow. Rough day for Richardson. They're playing good defense. Three halves played against the Texans, and I think averaging one field goal per half. 9 points. No touchdowns against them. Even these RPOs, and now Worthy goes down. Already looks fine. Oh, now he bowls over. Bing chilling on the sideline. Hopefully he's back. Maybe? Just... I think you need Cam Hamilton out there because he's about our biggest. Normally, like, when you got Worthy, it's like, okay, we'll have Valentine block and throw to Worthy. Now it's like, well, you gotta have Cam Hamilton because who else is going to catch a pass? Whitfield? Griffin? Travis Barker? Oh my god, those guys. Look at that accuracy. That is awful. Did not deserve to be an interception. That was an open man. Maybe he gets hit and knocks it out, but it's not interceptable. Okay. That was a big... that was a big sequence for the Texans to get the field goal and then the 3 and out. Well, and the stop prior to that because we had a nice drive going. So we were down by 1 and we had the ball near field goal range, near midfield. And you're going to get the ball at half. You're potentially looking at even a 2-score lead, right? Where you could get, 1 field goal on that drive before half, get the ball back at halftime, put something together. Oof. Should have had it. Should have had Sanders. Should not have been open. I mean, you got 2 guys there. I don't know how our deep safety in the Tampa 2 is getting beat deep like that, but you want to be no kiss? It's okay. So Worthy's back. That's good. I think we're kind of abusing the RPOs. Not in a sense of it's cheese, in a sense of like they're kind of getting a hang of how to stop them. We're actually running this ball okay today. Oh, and a case in point right there. Will Boatwright. Into the second level, brought down past midfield. It's the outside runs. But our most explosive ball carrier. Can I flip this? No. Okay. Most explosive ball carrier is Anthony Richardson. So let's get him outside. Nope. Oh! And we run into our own guy. That's Woodward, the rookie tackle, in for the injured Jordan Mailata. Runs right in front of Dominic Campbell, preventing what should be a wide open alley. Can I just run right here? Like, who's going to stop that? Who is going to stop that? Even Will Boatwright can get 5. So now... less shotgun has helped us kind of get this outside run game going, I think. Yep, there's Dominique Campbell. Ooh, big hit at the end. Big first down. Now you're easily in field goal range for Gay. Now you're thinking about taking this lead on a touchdown. Not saying you will, just saying you're thinking about it. RPO will just treat as a run. And Hunter's got a first down. Definitely not an ideal season for Jarquez Hunter. But it's having a solid game. I want to see if I can get a wheel route to Hunter. 1st and 10. Oh, there we go. That's Samoa. Nice reaction. Thought Worthy was gonna, catch it wide open, and they did close in. I'm starting to overthink this now, going away from the outside run. Richardson 6 of 15, though, is not really winning football. It's a huge spot. Huge spot. 8 yards away from the lead. 8 yards away. Toss to Campbell. Cuts inside. Grinding is 2 yards shy. I don't regret any of my field goal attempts, though. It's like, because we've taken those field goals. Oh, shoot. I might have a delay. Not quite. Good job. Because we've taken those field goals, and really, it's kind of kept us in this game. It's kept us close. If we go for it and don't get it on one of those previous drives, or go for it at like the midfield one where we punted on 4th and 1, then you start to worry of, do you not get that, and then the Texans score more. We're just going to stay in this game. We don't need to be ahead. We just need to be not getting killed. And then, who knows, maybe things work out in the end. Big hit by Crutchfield. He's having a good day. And we gave up the 1 3rd down, and man coverage was a little tough. But oh, Julius Brents knocks it out. Tough game for CJ Stroud. Come on, Tate! Huge hit, and he hangs on. So EA, just some kind of feedback on making this game more realistic. Take away those stupid drops where he's wide open, and have him more drops where, you hit him and light him up. It's the same result in the end. It's not making a game easier or harder. Just that 3rd down should have been a stop. Previous 3rd down should have been a conversion. And the game feels a lot better. Feels a lot more fair. Feels like I'm not just lucking into things. Jack Sawyer's got a 2 gap. Oh boy. Oh, it's Nathan Lucas! It's Nathan Lucas to the house. I kind of messed... Or no, it's Gray. I keep confusing the two. It's Terrence Gray. 89. So because we settled for the field goal, still a 1-score game. Man coverage sucks. Julius Brents has definitely come to specialize in zone. You run a zone-heavy scheme. try to go for man every once in a while to kind of get that element of surprise, but CJ Stroud dissects it pretty quickly and makes us pay. That's about as good of a look as you can get on the RPO. And, still only 10 yards there, and that's the ceiling. How many of those are going for 2, 3, 4? I think the Texans will take that. Probably had A, but felt needlessly risky. You never know if Richardson's gonna put it behind him or whatever. And if it works, you only get like 2 yards. Hunter cut this outside. Follow Bernard Raymond. Oh, there we go. First down and then some for DJ Gatos. Get him the ball more. I drafted Jarquez Hunter because in the first season especially I threw to my halfback so much. And now that I've got like a really good receiving back, I throw to my halfbacks less. This time we'll show run. Got the 2 tight ends, got Boatwright, and then we'll throw. Or actually, we will run with Richardson. His first carry of the day goes for 7. We'll just let this go to the end of the quarter. Okay, end of the third quarter, down by 8. We're not getting killed. Not going quietly. Here's Hunter. Ugh. Okay. Still, every yard matters. That does help. Get us a little bit closer. I don't like this. Should I call timeout? It's tempting, but I think I'm going to just see what we got. Come on. Yes! Dominic Campbell gets the first. Good speed on the edge. I've got too many guys on the right side to defend the screen. It's a zone coverage, I think. Richardson. Oh, there we go. Anthony Richardson, first down, out of bounds. Now we can run up the middle. You better be able to run up the middle against this. You got 6 blockers on 5 guys. Should have a gap. And then somehow Asamoah goes unblocked. We double team the defensive tackle. Dominic Campbell's got to take him on his own. Now they got everybody on the left side for some reason. Like, what is this run defense? Like, where do you think I'm going to go with this football? Right here. Will Boatwright first down. Every once in a while, EA will reward the smart decision making. Sometimes it's just kind of random. Sometimes you run into the well-blocked stuff and it's no gain. And then they'll stack the box, you'll run anyway, and you can get, a huge gain. It's like, doesn't make sense. That's fine. Okay. Very run-heavy game. Not the kind of one that makes you have a lot of confidence in Richardson Texans changed it up. No more D'Amico Ryans coaching this year. It's they got a guy from actually I think it was from Minnesota. I think if I threw that a little sooner and got Hamilton really in stride, it's a touchdown. Less boat right. Outside runs. Get the speedy guys in. Dominique Campbell cuts it. Come on! Oh. I feel like if I get the touchdown, I'm not going to get the 2 point. I feel like I can't tie this either way. I just now you know you can if they get another you don't completely give away the momentum. I'm sure if this were a real game, the fans would not be cheering. They'd be booing the crap out of us. But it's like, and now you have the luxury of I mean, maybe you do get the 2 point, but now if the Texans add a field goal, it's not game over suddenly. You got a chance. Down 8. Come on, guys. Oh, thank goodness. I think it was pretty far downfield, though. It's probably going to be like 1st and 15. 1st and 17, okay. All right. Stop on a touchdown, win this game. If you can chew enough clock. There's a big sack. It's Dominique Gray. The man blitzes. The cover 1 5-man pass rush with Dominique Gray has been killing it today. Now Gray is going to drop into coverage on second and or no, they'll run it, and we got it locked up. We've got it actually locked up. 3rd and 21. If we give this up, we cry. Oh, they're going to just do a screen. There's pressure from Sawyer. Would have loved for him to get his first sack of the season. It's fine. Still looking for our first touchdown of the season against the Texans. If we can get it and take enough time, we win this game. They're 4-3. They're tied for the division lead. We're 0-7. We're tied for the number 1 overall pick. Unless Seattle lost, or unless Seattle won, then we're just the number 1 overall pick. Oh, nice move. I'm kind of thinking this drive decides it. We're gonna chew clock. Kind of thinking we just either we'll win here or lose here. Oh shoot. I did not mean to hurry up, but it looks like it's going to work because again, the Texans keep everybody away from where we're going to run this. I don't know. Their new defensive coordinator might need to kind of rethink his life. Looks wide open and then it closes. So why are we hurrying up? Oh, shoot. That's why. I was in the wrong thing. Texans are ending up in some weird defenses because of my hurry up, though. There's Barker. Huge catch. His first of the game. Yet another red zone trip. This Texans red zone defense has been really good. Oh my. There's Hunter. To the 11. We're going to keep chewing clock. I know there's... Maybe the smart decision is to just expect the Texans to get a field goal. And then you go hurry up. And say we're going to hopefully score after they get a field goal. But I just don't see it. I think you're going to try to limit the amount of clock that they have. And that doesn't help. But, I mean, the biggest thing here, the most important thing, is you got to get yards. You got to get 9 yards and get this into the end zone. So I'm okay being strung out, or I'm okay, ending up out of bounds if it means not losing 2 yards on that outside run. Cliffman with the tackle. 3rd and 3. I promise we will go for this if we don't get it. All right. I don't actually like this. We're definitely do or die. There's no way we're gonna stop them. Maybe I should be. If we don't get it, I'll go under center. And oh no. Oh no. All right. This is your game. We've got the timeout, so we can call one if need be. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to call one either way. We're out of... I'm kind of if I were Houston, I would think about kind of using my timeouts and giving Stroud like at least a minute here in the event that you give up the score. So in retrospect, I guess you would have rather gone for it on 4th and 1 than go for it now on 4th and 4. I don't love this either. I don't like any of this. Honestly, this is game. They're in too good of a defense. I don't see how we pull this off. All right, game on the line. Richardson in the pistol, back to pass. Rollings, got a man. It's Griffin. It's Griffin in the end zone. Is that his first catch as a Colt? Hang on. Kerry Griffin's first catch as an Indianapolis Colt has given us an improbable victory, tentatively. Would like this 2 point. Cam Hamilton! Oh, what a grab! Oh, wait. Let's go. Let's go. Down go the Texans. Tentatively. The Emperor does not share your optimistic appraisal. Okay. We do have to play some defense. We do have to play some defense, Cooper Bird. He wants to celebrate with me. Getting the sidelines don't matter. They've got 3 timeouts. They're going to stop the clock after every play. That is what it is. You're mostly thinking about, I mean, every play. Just the time it takes to run the play itself is, 5, 6, 7 seconds. So not a ton of time. For Stroud. They've used up, 10 seconds and got maybe 10 yards. Oh, now they're in midfield. Now it's scary. Now it is scary. 13 seconds. For Stroud from midfield. In the gun with Dorian Fox. He's got time. He finds Judy to the 43. What are they doing? Okay, now they use their timeout. They're going to try the 60-yard field goal. They don't. This game is going to be decided on a Hail Mary. I think, unless they try to do a quick out or something. Jack Sawyer looking for his first sack as a Colt, or his first sack of the year. It's tipped! It's incomplete! The Colts get their first win of the year. Let's go! It's Jover. 20-17, make it 5 straight splits with the Texans. What a finish. What a game. Richardson with 92 passing yards. 190 on the ground, 80 through the air. The conservative approach, play after play, drive after drive after drive. So many field goals. So many field goals where we could have gone for it. But then the final 4th down, I said it was over. I said there was no way. That was a good defensive look. They were totally in position to stop the run that I wanted. And I had to audible. Losing BJ Ojulari might have also... Losing BJ Ojulari on a punt might have also cost them the game. They have some more pass rush. That last play, Richardson had time to make that work. Kerry Griffin, what a legend. And that is your dagger.